Hey, what's up, Rose? Hey, what's up, Rose? And John is here also. Welcome, John. John is here also. Welcome, John. John is here also. Welcome, John. Ah, yes, that's right. I know what we were doing. Ah, yes, that's right. I know what we were doing. That's the sound I'm hearing. I'm hearing my voice because I have our stream up. Ah, yes, that's right. I know what we were doing. Hey, how's that sound? Probably better. You know what sounds like a lot of fun? Just watching these guys fine. Wee. Wee. That ragdoll is some of my favorite ragdolling. It's just so goofy. Like, what? God, I forgot how much damage she does for a punchy character. This is stupid. Alright. Remember what that ring is. I think that's better backstabs. Yeah. Or you take less backstabs. That's what it is. Now we can properly do this. Hello, friend. How much desire to speak with you? Oh, God. This guy's actually starting to oh, I'm sucked. Good. Good. Thank you, Rose. Thank you so much for your contribution to the stream. Also, fun fact, this is the right past that boss that I'm about to get to is right where this game's lore takes a weird turn in some of the coolest ways. So prepare to have your minds blown on that one. So have you guys been doing? All two of you. Also, small disclaimer, I'm also eating a bit because I haven't done that today. So apologies if there is sound of food and or also just me not talking much. What sound stuff? So I knew you had mentioned something like that, but I didn't know what it was you were working on. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, those are gonna be good to have. Ow! Yay, fantastic. Drop a ring, right? Yay! Magic Stone Plague. Don't think we fight any more magic bosses, so that doesn't do anything. But that's fine. Alright guys, ready to fight this horrifying creature? That texture.
You ignorant slaves. Finally taken notice, have you? Of the power of my beloved Ocelot, child of dragons. Well, I will not give him up. For he is all that I have.
So this fucker is King Osiris. He is a little crazy. Essentially, he is holding his hostage. Sort of. As you can see, he's cradling as though he has a child.
Dear little Ocelot, where have you gone? Are you hiding from me? Come out. Come out. Don't be afraid. You were born a child of dragons. What could you possibly fear? Now, show yourself, Ocelot. My dear little Ocelot.
He was trying to make himself like a dragon.
Ocelot!
Yeah, he thinks he has a child. Oh god. Alright, I've lowered the game sound. Hopefully you can hear a little better. I don't know how I didn't die while doing that. So essentially, Osiris went mad attempting to give himself the blood of dragons. So he believes that, I'm sorry, Ocelot has done that. Oh god, Osiris. Ocelot, his possibly child, is what he believes to be holding. Which, of course, there's obviously nothing. However, what is strange about this fight is that listening to it, you can hear the sound of a baby crying in the background. And there's even a textureless body shaped like a baby in his hands. And no one's 100% sure if he is insane or if Ocelot actually exists. Alright, so I'm going to turn this back up and then turn it down on your end so that I can hear still. Alright, we'll see how this is. After I bring chat back up so I can see you guys. There we go. How's this? I have no idea how it sounds on your end, so I'm hoping it's good. But I can see that my mic is about twice as loud as the audio is. A little more sound? Okay. That makes some sense because I've dropped sound by 24 decibels. We'll try 18. Let's try this one out for size. How's this one look? Sound. Can also do this. Should boost me a bit as well, and that will help. So that guy, we're going to start seeing a lot of here real soon. He is part dragon, or in some way dragons. Another mentioning of more dragons in Osiris's place. A little more sound. Negative 14 then. How about now? I think this is... Oh, God, I missed this a lot because this chest is really hard to see. And this is the most important thing we can find here. Alright, I have a pop quiz for you guys real quick. And I'm not sure if any of you were here for it, so I don't know. But does anybody remember the first stream of this game that I did? Okay, then you... Let me turn it up a little more. There we go. You might recognize something that's about to be here. So... punch this. Alright, fake wall. That's fine. You go through this tunnel. You fall out. Tell me when this starts looking familiar to you. And tell me what it looks like. Yeah, what is it? What is... Yeah. So, did you know that Dark Souls 3 is a game about time travel? So the way things go is... Let me just shift over to the present. So, yeah. So these areas here, these are the present. See how there's no, you know, when you go to any bits of these areas, there's sort of an endless cliff kind of thing, like the sea into the distance, with no floor, no anything. It's like there's nothing. This is just void, essentially. This is the present. The world is falling apart. The world is literally like being consumed, and that's why you have to link the first flames. Well, to do so, you have to fight the Lords of Cinder at their heights. Well, to do that, you have to go back in time to go do that. So this area is what that place looked like. This used to be in a canyon, not a mountain. It's so cool to me. And we'll start seeing some familiar characters around here too. First, let's deal with him because I hate fighting him one-on-one. So let's just, you know, make this easier for us. Alright, doggo's hurt. That's why shields are good. Grave Wardens are good. Like, they sort of combo real fast, so you don't get much chance to dodge. Hey, does anyone remember the crystal-y dude that we fought over in this area? Kind of like an optional side boss. We fought a bunch more of them later, but, you know, there was one over here. And hooray, we have little, what are they called? Connections between the past and present? Like the crystal lizard. Oh no. Oh no. Sweet. Okay. Whew. And does anyone remember, well, I'll give it a second before I get to it. And because I can't resist any item that's on the ground, I go into the obvious trap area. Titanite chunks do I have now? 5? Okay. It's enough to get any other weapon I happen to find up a decent amount, because there are some good weapons in the DLCs. I don't think they added any more fist weapons. Oh, I forgot about her. She is a random NPC in Faith that no one really knows much about. But apparently she goes down without a fight fairly easily, so that's fine. So does anybody remember the first boss we fought? did dead her. She got deaded pretty bad. So the first boss we fought was a guy named Yundixkundir. Hey, we can get Swordmaster again. I love that he shows up. Again, only if you've beaten him before. Anyways, our first boss that we beat was Yundixkundir, or the Judge, is essentially how it translates. His job was to awake the Lords of Cinder and bring them back, but he was corrupted before he was supposed to, or before he even tried to do his job. So, as penance, he was locked out, which is why we had to kill him in order to get the key to get back in to the Firelink Shrine. We are in the past. He isn't corrupted yet. So this is Champion Gundyr. And he has as much of a kick as his leader self. And he does stuff like that. That elbow. It's like Captain Falcon up in this bitch. Although, honestly, this boss is like 1v1 fist fighting me more than anyone else. So if any enemy is an enemy for Suhaguhda Phystyee, it's this guy. Oh my god. This guy is like the kickboxing champion. Oh! I couldn't even roll. They wouldn't let me. Oh. I love this game's weird-ass lore. Yeah, right? Like, if I was gonna be part of a juggling act, I would want to be the juggler, not the balls he's juggling. Aggro. That's some aggro. What did I just say? Now let's see if I can't get to Gundyr again without having to deal with all his mobs. If so, that'd be great, because I have 16,000 souls on the ground that I'd really rather be able to use. Sweet. Is where I believe meter, because I have not, I don't think I've seen that. I don't think he plays. his attacks arc like way further than you'd ever want it to. Oh, and he has ways of throwing you too. And I mean like actually impaling you with his weapon and then throwing you off a cliff. Oh, when the slicey guy hits me, yeah. The Grave Wardens are like their swords naturally have bleed on them. I like that attack because that gives me a lot of time to do other things like healing. Yeah, if he gets you with that grab, he throws like literally stabs you off the onto his weapon and then throws you off the cliff or in a direction. But for some reason, you always end up off the cliff because luck generally. So generally in this game, I start out with the twin blades, except theirs are better, because theirs also have bleed. Yeah! We did it! Yeah, so you pick your class, and that decides your starting gear. I start out with the twin blades because I love the twin blades. God, I love the twin blades. So let's go spend 243,000 souls. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sell myself short on how many souls I had left. Also, if there was any doubt that these were in the same area, the fact that the Untended Graves and the Firelink Shrine literally in the same like travel group, which only happens if they're in the same physical location. Without changing my weapons, yes. Upgrading, no. Because upgrading your weapons is not required, I guess, but I mean it's a huge buff to the weapon damage, so it's very difficult to just not have that. Let's get some equip load. That's the one thing I'm real low on.
Ashen one.
Oh, let's see what souls I can get out of those two. Or weapons I can get out of the 2 souls. I know Osiris isn't going to be good for us, but I don't remember what the other one does. Dragon Breath and... yeah, that's right, the Moonlight Greatsword. I think... Yeah, this one is the Master Sword. By that I mean you can... Like, its weapon art is it throws a crescent of moonlight at your enemies, which is awesome. Oh, yeah, the Prisoner's Chain is cool as shit. We're gonna grab the Prisoner's Chain because it is a decent ring. Basically, it ups your max HP, your stamina, and your equip load more than the Ring of Favor does. Except that you start taking more damage. But who cares? And that we can get rid of. But yes, I usually beat the game with the Mercenary Twin Blades because it's just kind of the coolest weapon in the game to me. Well, not coolest weapon in the game, but the coolest, I guess, martial or base weapon. The Dancer Swords are essentially the same thing, but on fire and magic, so they're way cooler, but base weapon-wise, definitely my favorite. and they scale really well with Dex and just deal a lot of damage, so you sort of are supposed... It's sort of like the fish weapons as far as hitting attack once, hits with both swords. But because of how much damage you do, enemies tend to get staggered way more than they do with the fist. So you can just kind of wail on them while they fall to the ground. And now this place is crawling with Dark Knights. I just beat Champion Gundyr. I cannot lose to this guy. I will be so upset. Good. I could use a spare ember right now. Hey, look where we are. The Firelink Shrine. And here's the Chaos Blade. Yeah. This is apparently like, if you're gonna PvP, use the Chaos Blade. It's strong, it has bleed damage, it's just good. I've never used it, so I don't know. Ow. What do you mean by it's the same timeline because they're in the same list? Oh, yeah, yeah. It's a different time period, but same physical area. And that's what it sorts by, is physical area rather than time. And if you also just want to go by how the listing works, it's also at the bottom of every list is the Firelink Shrine. It isn't at the bottom of that list. Probably because it's also at the top of that list, but... And here's one of my favorite items in the game. I am so glad we can get this item. The Coiled Sword Fragment. You know what this does? It's a homeward bone, but infinite. You no longer need them anymore. You just have infinite homeward bones. So, a couple fun things in this area. And here's the reason people really think it's time travel. If you get to this point in the game and you never talk to her to buy stuff, and you talk to her here, she'll give you the same intro she normally does. But when you talk to her again in the future, she will be confused that you're there. She will have a completely different voice line along the lines of like, you, but how did you... Anyways, and then does her spiel again, but she is surprised to see you at that time.
Fancy the lost lamb wandereth in. Well, what can this...
And she sells weirdly different items than the new version of her. I wonder who the Wolf Knight is, because I'm wondering. Probably another Dark Souls character. And there's no Andre here yet, but hey, his blacksmith hammer's here. Cool, that's a weapon. We also have, let's see, Grey Rat and the other dude aren't there. But if you go down here where Karina is, this feels a little weird. It feels like this ends shortly. It does. And there is the remains of a different Firekeeper, with the eyes of a Firekeeper. So we gave our Firekeeper a soul, and now we have eyes to give her. It won't do anything now, but it's a way to get a different ending. Not necessarily a better ending, just a different one. And back to the shrine bonfire. So that was this whole area. Didn't feel like a whole lot, did it? Don't worry, there's more. You see, we have something that is very important. Is it? Where is it? There we go. So if we go to the Irithil dungeon. I'm trying to reroute it in my head and remember exactly where it is. I cannot believe that. I've never not died from that. So then we drop down this direction again. Take this old shortcut. And this is where I'm going to start saying, mostly because I cannot believe that I'm going to try to do this entire area with this build. This is such a bad idea. But I'm doing this for you guys. You. So your hint was the place in Osiris's lair where you got this thing was a body doing that. Well, with arms. It is Path of the Dragon. And when you do it on this here rug, while staring at this place, will you start finding yourself in that place? Dark Souls! I wonder the, like, canon how you get here. Because you just passed out and now you're there. Welcome to Archdragon Peak. The hardest area in this entire damn game pre-DLC. This is gonna take me a while to get through. It's not a particularly big area, but these guys will murder me a lot. They look real dumb, but they hurt like bitch. They're fast, they're just all like... Sometimes you'll be punching them and they're just not taking hit stun. Because they have decent poise, and then you're just destroying yourself trying to kill them. And the first real item that you find is a lightning gem, which reminds you, dragons are weak to lightning. So if you're doing a lightning build, you're gonna win. And look at that fireball that shoots that far. And it even like homes in on you. And I'm out of arrows. Fuck. That's actually real bad. That's fine. Yay! Homeward bones that I don't need anymore. See what I mean? Oh, okay. I should not be alive. I cannot believe I'm still here. There's another one here. Alright, we're gonna get to fight another cool puzzle boss. As in, a boss that isn't really a fight, but it is a puzzle. And I like that they have these, because when you try to fight them one-on-one, it goes hilariously poorly for you. Maybe I'll show that off, actually. I'll probably do it, like, try to fight off. And see what happens. I even buy lightning to put on my weapon to make this as, like, possible as it can be. Let's buy some great arrows. In fact, we're just gonna buy some lightning arrows because I know they're weak to it.
Ashen one.
Basically just, hey, lightning! It works, so why don't use it? Also, man, Archdragon Peak is one of my favorite names for an area, just in general. I don't know why, it's so simple, but it's just... Somehow this carries the weight of the fact that I'm about to die. I should probably switch this over to real arrows. Alright, now for the big guy. Good. Yeah, fighting them gets really stressful, especially when you start fighting like 3 of them at the same time. And they all have different versions of that weapon, except better. Like, on a massive chain kind of thing. Like, fuck. They really, really like to make that guy the worst thing to fight. And you also get a cool... Hey, second reminder, lightning's good. If you have lightning, use lightning. Alright, so let's see how much damage I can do to this. Let's see if I can even make a dent in the health bar with lightning. I only died once at the boss. Because I dropped my 169,000 souls and had to go back and get them. And when I picked them up, I also defeated him on that same run. Yeah, we're at 2 total. Alright, so let's hit him a couple times, see how much... Oh, good. Oh, good, I can do 30 damage a hit instead of like 10. actually a 30% damage increase. Which, hey, I'm all for 30% damage increases, but... this is weirdly going better than I expect. Oh, there's the problem. That's when it goes badly. I was wondering why he didn't have anything. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, fuck this. I'm gonna beat him the normal way. Because that's not gonna work. I was at like full health. Roasted. So that's 3. We are at 3. Yeah, that's how I normally do to beat him. I normally die, and then I try again, and then I die, and then 7 tries later I died. Also, ahoy, Murray. How goes it? You missed the time travel segment portion. Time travel segment of the show. I don't want to be lightning. We're fired. Okay, Jess. Ah, there's another one. That guy just like... Oh my god, he's ninjaing me! I've never seen them do that before. What in the hell? So I think when they timed you out that one time, it erased that shear. And that's really weird. I've been wanting to remember that so I can actually just do, like, redo that cheer, because that's such a great number to see. Look at them, all happy over there. So basically, we were walking through an area, and we beat a boss, found a secret wall, and then behind the secret wall was the tutorial. Like, that whole area. Turns out this game is about time travel. We need the Lord's Ascender to be... Basically, they have to sacrifice themselves in order to remake the world, because it's falling apart. So, the tutorial area has walls this time around, whereas it used to be endless pits, because, again, the world's falling apart in the present. So we've been going to the past to defeat the Lords of Cinder at their height in order to bring them back to the present and use them to create, or to link the First Flame. Alright, you ready for the worst version of this guy? Ha! Sonic Scientific Package. Alright. We're almost there. We've almost beaten the boss. Above him. Yes, we did miss the word date. Did you say date? Because I didn't see that either. And now we defeat the boss. Ha! By punching in its fucking brain. Fucking badass. Hey, we got the dragon headstone. Oh yeah, and then we get summoned. Not gonna rest because I don't want it to reset yet. Oh yeah. I'm gonna fucking ruthlessly beat this guy the fuck up, apparently. Alright. Where's the bastard? There he is. He's the one that summoned us and that other guy. So if you don't kill him, he continuously summons guys to kill. Well, to kill you. Now there is one of the summons who I want to kill, but he's not in this area. I'm doing okay. I wish you were doing better, man. Also, hint hint, more dragon pathing. I shouldn't do this because I know what you guys are gonna make me do. But here is the Calamity Ring. One of the weirdest rings in the game that I still don't know why it's here. Let me just show you what it does. That's it. That's all it does. Now, John, you may be asking, wait, why? I don't know. That's all I can think of. And it's so, like, I guessed and got that ring. Like, the first time I actually didn't know what I was doing, I was just like, oh, what happens if I do this here? Oh, sweet, I get a ring. Like, that must be an awesome ring. Why does it kill me? Why is that all it does? I'm also going to run down here real quick because I have a couple extra things to do, / items to grab. Because I could not do it while the dragon was shooting fire at me. Whew. You know what, Murray? Keep up the optimism. Have that unbreakable spirit. Honestly, most of these items I'm finding aren't going to do anything, but that's okay. There it is. Bells are going to be coming in use soon. Ember. Poop. And one of my favorite items to have to get. This never feels good. This always feels like I'm about to clip into one of those pillars and bounce off the cliff. Yay, Ring of Steel protection, i.e. you take less damage from physical weapons. I'm glad that's in this damn game. Because for some reason people always put rings of magical protection. Thank you for the one boop. Thank you. So nice. Let's just do this. Ah, 2 poops. How do I remove the bits notification on my thing? Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot we got this. Do I not have to be wearing a helmet? Is that it? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Now I can do just the top. Hey. Fuck you, come here. Forgot, didn't I? Yeah, I take more fire damage than I take or lightning damage now because I'm part dragon. In a place that has a bunch of enemies that deal lightning damage because they're made to fight dragons. Alright, who'd you summon? Okay, just a dude. dude didn't see me. But he turns to make sure his friend is okay. I'll give you guys credit. Our Dragon Peak's going really well considering the fact that we're mostly melee. Well, mostly fists, if of anything. If anything. Let's see if I can't get a cheap shot off on something. Nope, got the cheap shot on me. So that's real good. Good. Reminder that I just love fighting these guys. I should have been dead a lot of times, alright? That's basically how I play Dark Souls. Wow, I should be dead. Oh well. Hey, lightning protection. Oh no, I know what this is. Thank you, John, for the reminder of how many deaths I've had. I'm not sure if that means I should die more. Are you gonna donate more if I die more? Stop it! Hey, that's fair. Alright, now to find the Ancient Wyvern, but like an actual fight version of it, one you can win. Unfortunately, you can't really see his health bar well, but suffice to say, I'm making progress, which is pretty great. so much, Alex. What an actual contributor. That means I have to die 100 times. Wow, I don't know why I said Keija. I read the K somehow and was just like, yeah, I know who that is. No, don't. Okay, good. Oh boy. Look at that drop though. Oh, I won't forget it. I forgot that does no damage to these guys. Alright, we're gonna go past. I'm gonna come back for you, I promise. Okay. I have a specific summon I want to fight. That's him. Alright. So anyone want to just look at this fucking, like, asshole? Look at this pretentious ass motherfucker. He doesn't wear armor because he's so good at the rapier. And we get his rapier. I'm not very good at rapiers in this game, but I just love that there's this one guy who just is so good with a rapier that he just stopped wearing armor because he didn't give a shit. I cannot believe I got this far already. And I'm just going to start this off so you can see him. If you're wondering, that bell is tolling for me because I'm going to die. I'm going to die a lot. Yeah. That face. Is this not the most ominous goddamn thing? Alright guys, who's ready to see Dom get his ass kicked a lot? Like, a lot. Like, I'm either gonna beat him on my first try or I'm going to beat him on my 37th. Alright guys, you ready to fight the final boss of this area. Possibly the most difficult boss in this entire fucking game. Behold, the Nameless King. Also known as the King of the Storm. Hate that attack. Oh, I like this attack. Let's make it real close and hit him a couple times. Or once, that's fine. God, he hurts so much! Yes, he is an optional boss. This whole area is optional. We already beat the game last week, so... Alright, so before that, let me do a couple item grabs. Oh no, I didn't want to aggro him yet. Oh no. Cannot believe this is done as well as it has so far. This little section here is the part that generally kills me the most, just because you have to get to the top of this hill while just a bunch of these guys keep showing up. And they are assholes. And if you don't know about them, you fight two of the big guys at the same time. Oh, I'm sorry, 3 of them at the same time. I just forget you fight 3 at once, because usually the first 2 kill you before the 3rd one gets here. He dodged me! You son of a bitch. Fuck. Dragons are strong. Okay. We're about to get a nice little upgraded item. No! No! Nobody say anything. Nobody is allowed to talk about my shame. Yeah, now you see why I hate those things. Like the little stone looking guys, because they are a bitch. Guys. I appreciate the support you're giving me. Sir, please stop. I wish my weapons had reach at all. Attack I can deal with. Dude, your face is ragdolling something awful right now. Should be able to get up to the top here soon. That's where the item is I was trying to talk about. And if there's anything that really just sets for me why I think this game is so beautiful, it's this little path. Just... the scenery and the sky. Wonderful face. Sorry, I'm just letting this sink in. And we found a little altar. And of course, as usual, yeah! So we just got a better version of our favorite item. Yeah! How fucking cool is that? How cool is this shit? So you know what the unfortunate thing is? I just lowered all of my physical resistance and my electric resistance, so Nameless King's gonna fuck me up. Basically, I've ruined everything for this next fight. So let's do one more equipment run. Back on here because I can use it, so I kind of want to see what it does. No, the difference between Dark Souls 3 and Skyrim is that Dark Souls 3 was only released once. Look at that perfect jawline. So, you may have heard me mention that we get to fight Havel the Rock, the most heavily armored man in Dark Souls. This is gonna suck. Hello, sir. Do you mind if we have a nice fight where nobody gets hurt? Ow. So, his weapon is the claw of a dragon. An entire claw, just ripped off of the dragon's hand. Uses it like a mace. Just 'cause he can. Alright, let's go back there again and not get instantly killed by that dude. Yeah, Havel the Rock is not to be fucked with. My god, I love that you get to fight him. And like a lot of characters in this game, there's a difference between like finding them in a place, like fighting them and finding them. So we're about to fight him, but we found him somewhere. Please don't. God damn it. So the difference between fighting someone normally and finding them to fight them, like here, the fact that I found him in the world, this is actually Havel the Rock, not, you know, summoned in by someone. This is the Havel. And damn, he is angry. You are a magician? I was gonna say a dick, but he just pulled out some magic ass shit. You know what? That's what I feel about you. Alright. Alright, Havel. Let's do this the old-fashioned way. Alright, let's see how many I can hit before he fucks me up. I just want to point out that when he blocked my hits, he took literally no damage. Oh no, he's doing that. So he doesn't take hit stun anymore. Isn't that cool? Aren't we just so glad? Please. Also, if you'll notice, my hit stun lasts longer than usual on this guy. That's a property of, I think, his weapon. No. Oh, thank God. And I think this might be the first weapon I have ever used who could wield this sword or shield. Well, sword. Yeah, I like how it's not even called Havel's Mace, it's called Dragon Tooth. It's just, look at how fucking big this thing is. That is insane. there's a spell up here. Yeah, there we go. Alright. I've officially done everything in this DLC except for the Nameless King. By DLC, I mean optional area. Don't ask me why I said that.
Gracious let Iona.
John, am I gonna have to fight you? Also, I still love that you can dress up as like every single boss you fight in this game. Hey, someone was paying attention during God Hand.
Ashen One.
Oh yeah, Floppy Hat is absolutely one of my favorites. It's just so bad. It's just so goofy. And the usual reason I don't wear it is just because like it covers your face, which I'm a little sad about because I want that chin. But I like that it has a Plague Doctor look to it. Alright. Also, man, this floor makes it really hard to have depth perception in this fight. And that's a bit of a problem. God, don't even bring up the weird knees. All of his attacks take just a second longer than you expect, so you dodge way incorrectly. Ow. And I don't have any reach on my weapons. Oh, this is a fun little dance. Just this like circling each other. Stop dodging by being slightly too far away. Oh yes. Punch him in the face! Alright. Oh, good, good. I can deal with this. That I can't deal with. So one thing you might have noticed is my HP is not great. Like, your HP bar has been fine for every person in this game, except suddenly the King of the Storm, like, two-shots you. Come on. Yeah, we beat it! And we gonna get fucked. Because now he has the power of the storm. menuing. If I remember correctly, in this form, he's weak to fire. Basically, he absorbed his dragon, so he has more powers, I guess? All I know is he has the power to fuck me up infinitely. Yeah. I might beat him relatively soon. I might take a lot longer. By the storm boss. To be fair, a lot of that was because I was like menuing and stuff when I really should have just hit him instead. But I know his weakness, so I might as well use that to my advantage. Yes! That was an easy phase 1. I'm okay with that phase 1. I'm just taking a second to, like, mentally prepare myself to deal with this asshole. And I'm hoping he doesn't get a specific attack off that just destroys me. Because I keep... Let's see if he gets it. And if I remember correctly, this is the father of the twin princes that we fought earlier. He is the actual king. No. I'm looking for him to not hit. Or slash. This dude's such an asshole. Murray, I feel like that spell should be called like Ragdoll Hurricane. I don't know why, I just feel like that's a good name for it. My instincts taught me well. This one again. Nope, did not do so well. not really want the esophagus shot, but sure, I'll take it. Oh, yes. Alright. Oh, God. No, don't you dare. I know that move, and I don't need to be hit by that today. No. Oh, I forgot that move had more to it. See, that move is way longer than I think it's going to be. Look how many Estus flasks I've used. Oh god, don't kill me. No. I said don't do that. Oh. Forgot how that move works. Because he's not... Because generally dragons shoot fire and have a weakness to electricity. He is a dragon hunter. He has a weakness to fire, but he uses electricity. Oh god, he's not dead. Alright, we have to finish this off the right way. Fists only. Yeah! That actually worked! Oh, that was such a bad idea. Also, I'll be honest, he might not have a weakness to fire, and I might be incorrect on that. It might be more along the lines of fire is his less strong, strength, like it's the one that hurts him the most, even though he's hurt by a lot of things, not very much. Also, I'll be honest, I cannot believe I killed him like that. That is not okay. What do you mean trying to weasel out? Oh! Oh, no, hold on. Oh, interesting. Okay, no, he is weak to fire and dark. And resistant to lightning, but immune to poison and toxic. I'm curious as to if they have an explanation for that. But I do believe it is a... As in dark damage. As in, well, the easiest way to get dark damage in this game is to apply it to your weapon using human pine resin. As in, resin made out of human skin that you apply to your weapon to deal dark damage. Hooray, Titanite Lab. I got way more of those than I thought I would. I thought there was 3, not 5. I'm not sure what you mean by soul damage. There was like one more item that you can get around here. Oh well. Well, that's the entire... That is the entirety of Dark Souls 3. Well, you know what? There's one more thing we can do real quick now that we've beaten Archdragon Peak.
You haven't given. You can make better.
Ah, yes, we have to do that first. So let's go back here and then run back to base. Well played, John. I was very confused. I had no idea where you were going with that, but well done. I appreciate it. I'm gonna stop looking things up.
The undead sworn joy, gaining an insight even I pity.
What is your name?
Gaining it.
I can't read Hawkwood. I need to see how I trigger the last bit of his thing. I have that item. First, let me pick up something I'm gonna need extra of soon. Hey, we can get the Nameless King armor. More additions to the Silly Hat collection.
Ashen white one.
Let's see what we can See what we can get out of this soul. Lightning Storm, I remember that. Oh yeah, he's one of the weird ones that can give you 3 different things. Nothing good. By the way, the attack that I'm glad he never hit me with, the one that I was like dreading, is if he stabs you, he holds you up in the air, and you sort of expect it to be like everyone else, and he's about to throw you. And then you just get struck by a bolt of lightning. And then he throws you. But it's just so out of nowhere every single time. Alright, let me go to... There they are. So the next DLC is... Actually, fun fact, I have to do them in order anyways, so... There's only one way I can't do it. But that is the Painted World, or the Ashes of Ariandel, and then the Ringed City, I believe it's called. I'm sort of trying to proc something real quick, and if I can do that, then I can move on. If not, I can just move on and hope it procs at a later date. But I can tell you right now, I'm immediately gonna hate this DLC. In fact, this is the guy I'm gonna need to talk to in a second. Assuming this doesn't work. Oh, I forgot, I gotta put on my new silly hat. This is a silly hat. This is also a silly hat. I like these hats.
A way to link the fire. Think not on thy fears. Link. Link the fire.
Alright, let's get our perfect jawline back. Which silly hat do we want to use? I wonder if it's because I beat the game already that it's not letting me cross.
Merciful goddess, mother of the forlorn, who have no place to call their own, please bear witness to our resolve. And
Alright.
wait, you've the same scent as that woman. Then you must be an ashen one. You must be. Oh, you don't. Oh,
I gotta do something real quick.
oh. Now, ashen one, I have a kindness to ask of you. My lady lives in the cold land of Ariandel. I need you to show her flame. A proper flame that will burn the rot away. If you truly are ash, then it must be fire that you seek. Ah, thank you. They of ash.
Yeah, I got the head eventually. It took a long time.
Just a moment, then. The painting of Ariandel. Well, rotted scrap of it, that is. Go on. Take it. Touch it.
I love any game where the cutscenes are rendered in-game because you get the best cutscenes.
The ashes were too.
Yo, maybe you should stop playing games and watch our stream, Murray. Maybe we're fun and something. Alright, let's do away with this helmet now. Let's wear this silly hat. Oh wait, hold on. If we go back, there's the person to talk to. This face.
Have you just arrived? How very unusual. Just how long has it been? Rejoice, my new friend, for this is a true haven of the forlorn, the cold and gentle painted world of Ariandel. Quick, go along. Find one for yourself. A sweetly rotting bed to lie upon. You're no exception. We've all seen terrible things. But you're safe now. Let it ease your burden. Ariandel will make a fine home for you. As sweetly...
Basically, he's like, yeah, just curl up and die, it's fine. You know, I feel like fire is going to be really useful in this world, considering it's all snow. So we were pulled into the painting of this world. Guess what? You know what this world has a lot of? Fog of War. So I'm going to be doing a lot of sniping in this area because it's a lot of things I'm going to have trouble dealing with. And it's almost physically impossible to deal with them once they've come up to you. Specifically once, like, 4 of them have come up to you. Yeah, this bow is real good, considering like the damage output and the fact that you can pull enemies and or knock 1 or 2 out before you have to deal with them. Yeah. What do you mean? This is totally physics. I mean, she even has to set it down on the ground before firing it, because physics. Ah, here's what I need. Besides, this is a great bow. Yeah, so this is why I'm pulling enemies one at a time. Because when you fight two of them at the same time, you die. Alright, now I have to start finding them before they find me. I know they're around here. Where are they? Is it around the corner? God, I don't even know if this is gonna... No, please don't call for help. No! What did I just ask you to do? Oh no. Well, I may be dead. God. I hate the doggos.
My very...
Cool, good talk. Random dude. Thank you, John. Thank you so much for that lovely... Alright, so... Wait, I don't need to worry about these guys. I can actually run past them. Only if I go in a direction that works, though. Oh no, they see me already. Oh yeah. So you've been seeing all these like womanly trees around here? Sometimes they're real. Oh, I thought she was dead. And yeah, those screams. Have you ever watched your friend get shot in the head with an arrow and just not reacted? Did trees attack Snow White? I don't remember that. I also haven't watched it in years. And yeah, the Wolfers have good design, just really frustrating to fight against. Which isn't a bad design either, just, you know. Also, I do like that they added this as a weapon, because it is where you are stabbing away, and you can throw it. And it just materializes another one for you. I like that they have throwing weapons in this game now. You go, Pupper. You attack something. Oh yeah, no, their animations and AI are pretty great. I know you guys mentioned those were some big puppers, right? Like that was one of the first things you said when you saw them, because that is a big pupper. It's actually really hard to hit him because I don't have much reach on my weapon. That was weird. That was definitely not 0 HP. I don't know what just happened. Also, yeah, the tree people are basically will-o-wisps. They just shoot fire. And also ice. They kind of do both. not realize you were over here, man. We're going to get some food, but also still be here. That is impressive. Alright. By the way, I want you to know that I have only beaten this DLC once. We are hitting the part of the game that I don't know anymore. So if you thought like everything looked really easy, it's about to look a whole lot harder. Because I don't have any previous experience. I've watched some of it. And I haven't beaten the second DLC ever. For sure that did no damage. Oh god. Right, they have trimmer arrows. Alright, making a break for it. Alright, well, let me see if I can't get back to that spot. I'm gonna have a lot less fighting in me. Yes, that was a death. How could you tell? Was it my dead body? Was it the chin? My dead body, thank you. To be fair, it was in the big ass tower. I just had to find that. It's just I'm gonna have to deal with all of those puppers at the same time instead of one at a time like I had been doing. Okay, big puppers in fact. That's actually useful. that was the worst shot I've ever taken. Ugh, this DLC hurts so bad. Although, in my defense, I am also playing it badly as far as items and stats. I'm sure that would help a lot more. Yeah. Thank you, John. However, that's gonna be it for me tonight because wow, only level 100? Wow, that's low for me. Last time I beat this game at I think a level 117 before I moved on to the DLC. Damn. Anyways, I am off for the night because I have to work in 6.5 hours. Yeah, I need to sleep. Thank you for joining me. Season 2 apparently did not last nearly as long as Season 1 somehow. Suhaguhda the Phystyee got too strong and they didn't have enough filler to fill it out. So clearly this is still part of Season 2. Well, thank you guys. I will see you soon next week for some more enjoyable Dark Souls. Man, we'll be done with this soon. That's a little sad. Nah, you're good. It was good to have all of you here, even if we were lurking. It's fun to do this. I'm enjoying this a lot. And we will see you again. Goodbye, friends.